How you doing, YouTube? Simon here, Ascent 41. It's been a while, but we're back now. It's just been manic here, sorting out kitchens and family life, and that's not a negative thing, the way I say that, and work. But as it stands, this Friday, I got Friday, Saturday, Sunday off work, which is a bonus. So I've been given the green light by the wife, I can go out. So I'm going to try something new. I wanted to go wild camping next to the beach, but I can't find anywhere that's right next to the beach because I want to do a bit of sea fishing, catch my tea and cook it up, you know, just because I can. So what the plan is I've searched out a camping site in Barmouth, right on the coast, and I'll just take my Acto or the Euro hike and walk across the sand to the beach and have a bit of sea fishing. But I wanted to show you the rigs and what I've got before I actually went, so it's less hassle and less messing about. So let's get straight to the point. So first off, I ordered this off eBay. Now what this is a kite. It's for kites, and I ordered it from where was it? China, Hong Kong, something like that. So you can imagine it was pennies, and with that come the string to go with it. Now I was going to use this, but I'm thinking once it's got salt water in it, it's just going to rust everything. So I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use my £60 amnesia line, and that's all I'm using. I'm not a fisherman, so all this is brand new to me. I had to research everything. So anyway, this I bought this from off an auction website, and see if I can get it open. So there it is. You put your hand through there and you wind that, and that through the ball bearings, winds in or widens out. And I thought that might be quite good for sea fishing, until I realised that it's got metal ball bearings in there. Now once salt water gets on that, that's going to rust them, and that's just going to jam solid. So I'm not going to use this. It's only cost me pennies anyway, so I'm not really fussed if it rusts. But what I did buy is a Cuban yo-yo. Now I don't know if you've seen these, but to get them in the UK, I think they were a bit expensive, so I had to order this from the States, and it wasn't too bad. And all it is just a black ring. I'm going to rest it down. So I've loaded it with £60 amnesia. So you can see the back ridge is pretty much at a 90-degree angle, and the front ridge is chamfered, so that when you cast out, the line can unwind itself over the front. Now also it's got a hand grip there, so your fingers can tuck in. So I've drilled a hole, and that's the one end of the amnesia, and then the other end I've just tied on a clip. Now everything I bought has just been off eBay for pennies. I looked at getting a sea fishing rod and sea fishing reel, but looking at it, and there's different reels, there's the well, just take my word for it, and I just gave up in the end because the cost would have been too much, and also lack of experience using specific reels would have just meant I would have struggled, for instance getting birds nests in my line. So I'm just going for the Hobo sea fishing, if you like. So on that reel is £50 of £60 amnesia. 50 meters of £60 amnesia. So that's I could catch a flipping great white with that. It's not going to snap. Okay, so I exaggerate. So I've made up some rigs. These rigs are what are they? Pennel pulley rigs. And what they are is, try and do this one-handed for you without stabbing myself with the flipping fishing hook. Right, it's not going to work. Let me just put you down a minute. Right, I've edited that. So you can see there's a 25 gram, is it? 125 ounce weight. And it's an impact weight. So when it hits the water, that blue shield there lifts up and releases the hook there. Now it's got 2 hooks on it. So in theory, double chance of actually catching something. Then there's a swivel, and then there's the pulley. So the line can slide through there. And what the theory is, apparently, what I've researched is when it hits the water, it releases the hook. Obviously, the hooks are baited, and I can move this up and down the line depending on what size bait I use. Once the fish bite on, what it does, it pulls the fish up. Does it? Do you know what? I can't even remember. It pulls the fish up first, which what that then does is pulls the weight up as well, because it's obviously the fish and the weight are on a pulley. So the fish bites, pulls the weight up, and then when I reel in on the yo-yo, it should make this not snag or tangle as much. Now, that's the theory behind it. So I've made up 4 rigs. So that gives me a good chance, and I've got spare hooks and clips, pardon me, in there. I don't know where to take some spare line with me. So that should give me, if all else fails and something snaps, I can just tie another knot, put another clip on, and whack on another rig. That's the theory. I'm making 4, and I've just got back from B&Q, and I bought like a noodle pipe lagging. So what I'll do is to keep it all organised, and so I don't stab myself, is push that inside there and then wind the fishing line round and tuck the hooks, in there. But I'll have a go at that later on today. So that's the plan. So I'm going to ring up the campsite now, and I think it was £12 a night. But they said to ring up because it's out of season. I'm only going by myself, to get a further reduction. So we'll see how much it's going to cost, and I'll drive down straight from work maybe Friday. Once I finish work Friday morning, take my stuff to work Thursday night, so I can go bomb burst straight Friday morning, and then come back Sunday. So that's the plan, and that's what I'm going to have a go at. Something new, so I'm quite excited about it. And I'll see you for part 2, see if we catch any fish or not. Take care, God bless.